All right, guys, it's been a little while. I've been very busy. We've been doing a lot of house projects lately, reflooring the bedroom, doing the new surface on the deck. Then I've had stuff breaking. The exhaust fan in the master bathroom was going out. We had a leak on our well in the pump house. As you guys saw, I've been installing the new drinking fountain at the gym. It just seems like there's been a lot of stuff going on. So I apologize that it's been a couple weeks since I've gotten to one of these, but I am back. All right. So do you guys like Mexican food? I do. Does that mean you like enchiladas? I happen to love enchiladas, but it doesn't mean you necessarily like enchiladas, right? Because enchiladas are a meal. Mexican food is a cuisine. Do you like pad thai? Maybe, maybe not. But do you like Thai food? Yeah, you can like Thai food and not necessarily like pad thai, because pad thai is a dish. Thai food is a cuisine. Do you like egg rolls? Maybe you hate egg rolls, but do you like Chinese food? Again, Chinese food is a cuisine. Egg rolls are a dish or a meal under that cuisine. This is the confusion I think sometimes people have with workouts and methodologies. And this relates a little bit about what I was talking about last time with High Rocks and CrossFit, but I wanted to use this analogy because I think it correlates. Nobody opens up an enchilada restaurant. They would be unnecessarily limiting themselves, because I don't care how good the enchiladas are. Eventually people are going to want something else. And I don't care how much I happen to love enchiladas. If that's all I ate every day, I would probably eventually get sick of enchiladas. You might love Thai food, but doesn't mean you want to have pad Thai every time you go to a Thai food restaurant. This is where, again, High Rocks, in my opinion, is a meal. It is like enchiladas. CrossFit is a training methodology. It's like Mexican food. It's a cuisine. It's like Chinese food. It's a type of cuisine. It's a full-on training methodology. And in that analogy, Fran is the egg rolls in that analogy. It is a workout that we do in CrossFit. So with that analogy used, what are things that are actually competitors of CrossFit? So before I knew about CrossFit, how did I work out? I worked out in kind of a typical bodybuilding split. So sometimes you do like a 5-day-a-week split because you like being a real big meathead. So you do chest and back one day, and legs and shoulders one day, and arms one day. Or you could do like a 3-day-a-week split, chest and back, shoulders and legs, arms. And then on 2 or 3 the other days, that's when I'd go to the gym and I'd walk on the step mill for an hour and a half, or ride the elliptical for an hour and a half. A lot of things that I consider right now a waste of a lot of time. But that's how I would work it out. That would be kind of a way of training, a training methodology that you could do if you don't want to do CrossFit. I would also consider, and again, I don't think they're as good, but doing Pilates or yoga, going to an Orange Theory, these would be ways of working out that people might do instead of doing CrossFit. As you guys know, and I think I will win this argument most of the time, I don't think any of them develop the breadth and depth of fitness that CrossFit does. I just think that's undeniable. I don't think there is anything out there that develops fitness as well as CrossFit. And I've done most of them, almost all of them. And this is why I don't consider High Rocks to be a competitor or a lot of other things. Let me give an example. Back in the day, there was the Spartan races. And the Spartan races were the new hotness. And everybody was going to do Spartan races. Back then, I wasn't worried that Spartan races were replacing CrossFit, because that's something you go do. It's not a way of training. And I have known a couple guys that always follow the new fad, the new hotness. And these are guys I met when they were doing CrossFit. And then, of course, they decided I'm too old for CrossFit. I think because they couldn't be as good as they wanted to be and their ego couldn't handle it. So I'm too old for it. So then they were going to go do Orange Theory, because Orange Theory is coming along. Oh, that's the new hotness. And so they were doing Orange Theory. And then they realized that Orange Theory is basically CrossFit soft, which it is. And I love for people to go do Orange Theory, because I think it's Orange Theory for a lot of people leads to CrossFit, because it's a non-scary way of doing it, and then they get fit in that for a while, and then suddenly they're bored because they realize it's the same thing over and over, and they hit a plateau. But now they feel fit enough to maybe go try and do CrossFit. So I am all for people going to Orange Theory. But he was doing Orange Theory, and then he realized it was CrossFit Soft, did a couple Spartan races, and now High Rocks is coming along, and now High Rocks is the new hotness. And so I know a couple guys doing that right now, and I am pretty sure, give it a year and a half, High Rocks will have worn it off its welcome. It's like eating enchiladas every day. After a while, you don't want enchiladas anymore. And then there'll be something else to go do. This is the issue with, I read an article the other day about Topgolf. Topgolf, you know those places you go to, you have a meal and you hit the golf balls off the thing. They were all the rage for a while. We as the gym went and did an event a couple years ago. They blew up. They got some private equity money behind them. They opened up all over the country. Well, now they're about to go bankrupt. Why? Because Topgolf isn't something you're going to go do every week for the rest of your life. You're not even going to do it every month. You're going to go do it 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Then you've been there, done that. Your people that are golfers are going to go golfing. This was just a fad, something to do. So now Topgolf is trying to partner with either a golf equipment company or a chain of golf courses where they can somehow partner with one of those entities to expand what they do. Maybe they can be a training facility for an equipment or people that use these golf courses, because otherwise they're going to go under. And that's what I suspect High Rocks is going to need to do, is partner with something else to broaden what they do, or they will blow up and go away, just like the F45s have in a lot of these gyms. There was the 9 rounds gyms where you go in and there's 9 circuit stations and you do those for a while. Those were blowing up everywhere. Now they've gone away because it's the same workout every time. You go and do those 9 stations. Okay, maybe you do it for a year and a half. Suddenly you've done it a million times. You want something else to do. And this is why I'm convinced, going back to my buddy that has done all the fads, if he had just done CrossFit throughout that whole time and gone to do Spartan races and gone to do High Rocks, maybe he's doing some rucking competition. Let's go try new stuff. But had just done CrossFit as the baseline through all of that, I know he would have been so much more fit and still able to do all that kind of stuff. So in regards to what is a competitor of CrossFit and as a CrossFit gym, I don't think anything. Because I don't think if you're an excellent CrossFit gym, if you're a shitty CrossFit gym, then everything is your competitor. Because nothing is your competitor. Because people are going to eventually figure out you're doing a bad job of what you do, and they're going to go do something else. If you're an excellent CrossFit gym, then I'm not worried about High Rocks opening up down the road or even another CrossFit gym. Because I know I'm providing the ultimate form of fitness training that will last your whole life. And yeah, you want to go do High Rocks for a while, you want to go do Spartan races for a while, you want to go do rucking for a while, you want to go do triathlons for a while, yes, use your fitness however you want to use it. This is the baseline behind it that allows you to very quickly and easily go do all those things at a fairly competitive level. And so there are people that are going to never want to work out this way, and they're going to go do Pilates, or they're going to go do the old meathead split at the gyms like I used to do. Though I'll tell you the life cycle of that guy too. The guy who does the body part split never wants to do CrossFit, because I know a lot of these guys. Eventually, again, you get bored. Even if they don't realize it, you get bored with what you're doing. So they're not working as hard. Eventually they're going, and one day they're doing arms. Another day they're still benching and maybe doing some lat pull downs. They're probably not even doing legs most times. Maybe they get a leg workout in once a month, but they skip leg day most of the time. And then they go do the elliptical, because they used to do the step mill. Now that's too hard. So they just end up jumping onto one of the ellipticals or the recumbent bite or something like that. And they've still got decent arms. And if you saw them from the chest up, if you saw them driving around down the road in their truck, they've still got a decent chest. So like in a shirt, you're like, oh, cool, that person's fairly fit. And then they step out of the truck and you see the big belly on them, because all that's happening is they keep gaining weight. And yeah, they still have arms and they still go work out, but they're just going the way of everybody else getting older. They're just not getting there quite as fast. But a lot of those guys with those decent arms and big chest are also the ones that have heart attacks in their mid-50s, because they're still loving to drink all the beer and eat like they used to eat. And they have the illusion of being fit without actually being very fit at all. So that's that life cycle too. And so this is why I think there is nothing out there that gets you fit like CrossFit that doesn't leave some meat on the bone, as I've mentioned before. And if you're not going to do this, great. The guy that's doing the body part split at the gym, okay, that's better than nothing. The person doing Pilates and yoga, way better than nothing. The person going to Orange Theory and they're too scared to try CrossFit, yes, way better than nothing. Go do something. That's why I am all for doing whatever you do. But if you want to know what is the tip of the spear, what is at the end of the rainbow as far as fitness goes, there is no other answer. There is nothing that competes with what we do with CrossFit. And so that's why we're going to do the High Rocks event at the gym. And I am all for people continuing to do them or doing rucking events. John just did that Rogue Challenge where he ran a 5K and then did as many bodyweight bench press as he could right afterwards. And he got like 20 bodyweight bench press and did the fastest 5K he'd done, I think, in like 10 years or something ridiculous, 12 years. It was a long time. That's cool. He went out and did that. You know what he did to train for that? He just did CrossFit and he did a couple of extra, he probably did 4 or 5 extra runs. That was what he did to train for that, and PR is 5K that much. And I see people do this all the time, whether it is a 5K or a half marathon. I was listening to, I think it was Pat Sherwood and Adrian Bosman the other day talk about, yes, anything short of a marathon, which might take a little extra training, if they want to go do a half, if you're doing CrossFit, you can just go do a half marathon. Maybe you're not going to get the fastest time ever. You're probably going to be a little sore, but you can just go do it. You want to go do a High Rocks rake, a Spartan race. You want to go do, some kind of rucking height competition. I guarantee, what do I need to do to train for this, Dan? Nothing. Just come to class. Because the beauty of what we do is that it gets you ready for all of these things, whatever it may be, because we do all different time frames. We do all different kinds of movements. We do them fast and slow and short and long. The breadth and depth of the fitness we develop is unparalleled. And so nothing is a competitor of CrossFit. And don't confuse the next fad that comes out as a training methodology. Don't confuse enchiladas with Mexican cuisine. Don't confuse rucking with a training methodology like CrossFit. Don't confuse pad thai and saying, I don't like pad thai, so I don't like Thai food. No, you don't like pad thai. That doesn't mean you don't like Thai food. It's a whole type of cuisine. So when we're talking about these things, understand the difference between this is a certain workout, this is a certain event that requires certain skills, and this is how I get fit for life. All right, right on. Let me know what you think.